What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 picks from the 2025 NFL Draft. But we're not just breaking down who got drafted where, we're going a step further. I'm going to predict how each of these rookies will perform in their first NFL season. I'll cover their college careers, their playing style, their stats, performance projections, and how I think their teams are going to do this year. Without further ado, let's get into the video. The first overall pick in this draft, the Titans selected Cam Ward. I don't think NFL fans expected the Titans to take anybody else. After the Will Levis experiment failed, the Titans need a new quarterback. When Cam Ward transferred from Washington State to Miami, his career took a turn for the best. During his 2024 season at Miami, he passed for 4,313 yards, threw for 39 touchdowns, and only threw 7 interceptions and add another 4 rushing touchdowns. He was the first team All-American and broke an NCAA record with 158 career passing touchdowns. Cam Ward is a polished veteran quarterback with experience with production at every level. For my prediction, I see Cam Ward throwing for 3,400 yards, 20 touchdowns, and about 10 interceptions. Although I do think Cam Ward is a lot better than these numbers, I'm not that confident in the team built around him. I also think Tennessee goes 7-10, but this season is all about Cam Ward's development. If he clicks sooner than expected, they could shock some people. Next up, we have Travis Hunter, who is definitely the most unique player we've seen in the recent drafts. He played both sides at Colorado, starting as both a lockdown corner and a top wide receiver. Jacksonville traded up to the second overall pick to take him. I expect that the Jaguars primarily use him at wideout, but he'll play situational corner too, in my opinion. For his stats, I predict 55 catches, 750 yards, and 4 touchdowns on offense, plus 30 tackles and 3 interceptions on defense. His agility, ball skills, and instincts are ridiculous, but the question is, can anyone really handle playing both ways for 17 NFL games? If anyone can do it, it's definitely him. I expect Hunter to have at least 4 to 5 jaw-dropping moments this season that everyone will be talking about. At number 3, Abdul Carter, the Giants' future pass rushing star. This guy exploded at Penn State as an edge rusher with speed, bend, and violent hands. His motor never stops, and he was a nightmare for Big Ten quarterbacks. The Giants desperately needed a player who can pressure the quarterback without blitzing every down. And in my opinion, Carter fits this role perfectly. I see him finishing with around 48 tackles, 12 sacks, and 3 forced fumbles in his rookie year. He's fast enough to beat tackles off the edge, but will need to bulk up a little bit for run defense. If he adjusts quickly, Carter could easily be a Defensive Rookie of the Year finalist and an anchor for this Giants defense. With the 4th overall pick in this draft, Will Campbell was selected, the rock-solid offensive tackle out of LSU. He started 3 years in the SEC and was the best pass protector in the conference. He barely allowed any sacks. Although taking an offensive tackle is not always the sexy pick, New England drafted him to protect rookie QB Drake May's blindside, and they need him to work out fast because this Patriots offensive line is not very strong. Will Campbell is a smart, strong, rarely out of position, and super technically polished offensive tackle. I predict Campbell allows less than 5 sacks this season and improves New England's pass protection by a good 20%. Although he might not get love from highlight reels, Campbell is the kind of steady lineman you build an offense around. In my opinion, he will be the Patriots' star left tackle, and he'll be a dominant force in the NFL if he can stay healthy. With the 5th overall pick, the Browns took Mason Graham, defensive tackle from Michigan. Graham was a total disruptor in college, not just a space eater, but a legit pass rusher up the middle. Cleveland already has Myles Garrett flying off the edge. Now they add Graham to collapse the pocket from the inside. This duo is dangerous, and I see Graham ending the year with 40 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. His quick first step and low pad level make him a problem for NFL guards. He needs to get used to double coverage early on, but by December, he could be starting full-time on a playoff defensive line. This is a great value pick for the Browns, but don't be surprised if he makes noise late in the season. With the 6th pick, Ash Jetty was selected, the bulldozer and bowling ball coming out of Boise State. I think this is a really good pick for the Raiders. He racked up nearly 2,000 yards last year with elite patience, great cuts, and sneaky power. With Josh Jacobs gone, this is Genty's backfield. Chip Kelly loves to use versatile backs, and Genty's going to catch passes, run outside, and grind inside. I predict 1,200 scrimmage yards, 8 rushing touchdowns, and 3 receiving touchdowns. I also have him for a potential candidate for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I see the Raiders running the ball a lot this year, and that means he can possibly have 20 touches a game. Now, no matter how strong a player is, he is a human being. If Ash Jetty can stay healthy throughout the season, I have him for a fantasy football favorite and a Raiders franchise player. At 7, the Jets selected Armand Membu, tackle from Missouri. This guy's a physical monster. He's 6'6", long arms, and tons of strength. He showed his great footwork in the SEC and held up against top pass rushers in college. The Jets drafted him to start at right tackle and protect Justin Fields. Membu's big problem is technique. He can get grabby when he loses balance, but in my opinion, that's something easily a coach can fix. For his stat prediction, I predict fewer than 6 sacks allowed by the end of the season, and I also predict that there will be a noticeable improvement to the Jets' offensive line. And by the end of the season, I think he could be one of the best young right tackles in the league. At 8, we have McMillan, the silky smooth wideout from Arizona. He lit up the Pac-12 last season with over 1,400 yards, great separation, and amazing sideline awareness. The Panthers badly needed a wide receiver 1 for Bryce Young, and McMillan steps right into that role. He's a polished route runner, wins 50-50 balls, and has the size to dominate the red zone. For my prediction, I predict he's going to have 65 catches, 900 yards, and 6 touchdowns. But if Bryce Young clicks, it could be even higher. My only concern is the Panthers' O-line. Will Young have enough time to get him the ball? If the offensive line and Bryce Young could step up, I can see McMillan being this class's best wide receiver. With the 10th pick, the Bears selected Coastal Loveland, tight end from Michigan. Although I do think Tyler Warren would have been a better option, he is still a really good tight end. Loveland was a huge red zone weapon in college. Great hands, sneaky speed, and was always reliable on third down. I see him putting up 45 catches, 550 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Although that wide receiver room is crowded, I do see him getting a lot of touches. I do see him developing chemistry with Caleb Williams very quickly. I also have him as a fantasy sleeper. He could end up with more touchdowns than expected if the Bears lean on him near the goal line. At 9, we have Kelvin Banks Jr., offensive tackle from Texas. He was a 2-year starter at left tackle for the Longhorns, gave up just 1 sack all last season. He was an absolute wall in the pass protection. The Saints will likely start him at guard or swing tackle, easing him in. He's big, balanced, and tough to move. For my prediction, I predict he allows fewer than 2 sacks all year. I also predict a big improvement in the Saints' run game. Not a flashy pick, but definitely a rock solid one. This guy could be an all-pro by year 3 if he develops as expected. And there you have it, my full breakdown of the top 10 rookies from the 2025 NFL Draft. Let me know in the comment section below, who do you think wins Offensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year?